Hello, Stephen from HF Flooring Supplies. So I just wanted to run through with you today some of the core products from the Arboritec range. So we'll get going in a second. One really important couple of points, or one of the main points to talk about with Arboritec finishes is the entire finish system from the primers up to the top coats is entirely ceramic. And the ceramic within the Arboritec products is not just a powder that's thrown into the end product once everything else is made and then blended together. If that was the case, you'd find with products like that, they sit for too long. It's not just matting agents that settle at the bottom of the tub. The actual ceramic content itself would actually settle on the bottom, but you won't find that with the Arboritec products. And importantly, again, that means that because the ceramic content is part of the actual solid stuff that's in these products, that means that the ceramic content is all the way through the actual film thickness that's on the wooden floors. So it's not just that, settling into the bottom of the finish where it's no use to anyone. It's actually all the way through. So it's at the top. Okay, so we're going to start here with first coat. This is the main primer from Arboritec. This is your main water-based ceramic primer. And what this is going to do is it's going to, well, if you don't know what a primer does, it's going to prime the wood, it's going to seal the wood, and it's going to create an actual base for your top coat lacquer to go on top. Okay, so grain raise. Obviously, you put water-based finishes onto wood and it's going to swell the fibres, you're going to get grain raise. The experience so far with first coat, minimal to no grain raise whatsoever, so that's fantastic. I personally attribute that to the high solids content, which will probably be just getting above any grain raise. I don't think it's a case of it doesn't cause any grain raise, it just gets above grain raise. So first coat is definitely quick drying. You're talking, you are talking less than 1 hour's dry time is what we're experiencing, and contractors are experiencing that too. Sometimes as little as 40 minutes, and you can get that first top coat on, which is what you want. But again, high solids, ceramic, so the ceramic content as well is helping with the fact that it is helping to add to the stain resistance system that you're creating with the Arboritec top coat on this as well, and it's got good blocking properties as well, so tannins and oak, for example, and other sort of contamination that you can get within natural. So next up we have Flowtec. So Flowtec, to start with, I'm just going to run through something important. You'll see this through the Arboritec lacquer products. The number on the front here, 5. So when people think Flowtec 5, 20, 45, that is the sheen level. We did have a couple of questions earlier on where people were going, what's Avenue 20, what's Classic 5, what are these products? So the number beside the name is just the sheen level. So this is 5, this is ultra matte, which is it is a very low sheen, lower than some of the actual sort of raw invisible still finishes on the market actually. So that's brilliant for the Flowtec. So Flowtec is multi-purpose. So Flowtec itself can be used as a primer and as a top coat as well, which is really, really beneficial for this product considering the price range. Trade price, always £47 plus VAT. Brilliant price for and again, this is a ceramic product as well. So if you're going to use this as a primer, it's going to be to achieve the sort of a pure raw sandage look, if you like. So this desk in front here actually is very, very light in person, and it does no amber and orange and no orange tone, anything on this oak table. So that is a look that you can offer your clients with a very affordable product as well. And if they are in the right sort of situation in their home, then you can offer this as top coat too. So you could do first coat for your primer, put this on, and then do another 2 coats on top, and that'll be good to go. So Flowtec as a top coat, we would recommend it was used residential only, but perhaps low to medium traffic. Perhaps not in hallways, but in other rooms, this should do fine. Kitchens, I'd probably go up to the Classic Plus, which we'll discuss in a minute on that. But certainly in other living areas and bedrooms and stuff like this, and the lounges, then Flowtec can be good for those. And again, £47 plus that. That's a great price. Okay, now we're on to Classic Plus. Now we're getting into the more, the sort of mid to upper range here within the Arboritec lineup. So Classic Plus is 100% polyurethane, so there's no acrylates or acrylics in this product. 100% polyurethane, and again, it's a ceramic product. And being 100% polyurethane actually means it's got decent flexibility, but importantly, it's got really good properties such as scuff resistance, scratch resistance, and chemical resistance as well. It's actually very high for a single component finish, which is great. So again, it's available in ultra matte at 5, 20 matte, and 45 for the semi-gloss. So can this be used in bare wood? You could use it on bare wood, absolutely. But I would probably always recommend that you use a primer, either Vibrant, First Coat, or Flowtec for that pure natural look, simply because this is more expensive. We've seen this, me and Paul here at HF Flooring over the years, people using 3 coats of an actual lacquer on a floor, but the lacquer that's being used is more expensive than actual primers itself. So go with the primers. Use primers, because using primers means that you are maximizing profit within the actual job itself. So in terms of where you're going to use this can be used in all high traffic homes and the light commercials as well, which is fantastic. So you can use both there. And this already has been used in commercials here in the UK. And obviously it's not been years, but so far so good. The early signs are promising and the feedback's been very good. Dry times in this first coat, if you use on top of our primers from Arboritec, then people are cutting this back about an hour or so, basically, if they need to, and getting that second coat on. Obviously, all these dry times do depend on the environmental conditions of the job you're on. So more humid weather, if the humidity inside a room is really high, drying times might be a bit longer because the environment around you is sucking up less moisture, basically, on that one. So yeah, Classic Plus, again, like I say, ultra matte 5. This will be a 20, is it? Yeah, it's 20 satin, and 45 for semi-gloss as well. So yeah, a very, very good one component finish this. And again, I think we've got this for around about £75 plus VAT for trade, which is really good value for such a high quality one component. Okay, Avenue 2K, one of the big leagues now. It's a 2-component finish. You get your isocyanate cross linker here, hardener if you like. But it's more, we call them hardeners, they are hardeners, but for me they're cross linkers. That's going to allow this product to cross link with a really dense polymer network, and that's part of why it's a great product as well. So this product itself, you're going to have, primarily for commercial operations, but it does work very well in homes as well. Homes, on the sanding side, we will actually offer clients a good one component like Classic Plus, and then give them the option to upgrade to a 2-component for sort of the very heavy commercial protection. And that's up to the customer then, the homeowner. If they go for it, they know they've got the sort of best protection that they could get for their floors, and then the rest is up to them. So this does come in a 20 gloss rating, which is the matte, and a semi-gloss as well, which is at the 45, 50 range. It will be in this. There is an ultra matte, but that is a slightly different product. So we'll talk about the ultra matte one in a minute. So again, ceramic, we are talking top performance on areas like scuff and scratch resistance is incredibly high in this, alongside the sort of then you can go down to chemical and stain resistance, again, is incredibly high, like you'd expect from a top tier 2-component finish. So this does have a rating for multi-purpose sports floors as well. It's got the right EN number as well for that, and it has got a fire safety rating as well. So that's all good. If you ever get architects or project managers who have specific specs, then that is this as well. Full cure time on this is 72 hours, but it's like any 2K out there, within sort of 12 to 24 hours for physical usage, you're sort of good to go on that. But yeah, in our opinion here at HF Flooring, we don't really think that you can do much better than Avenue 2K, which we've already in our sanding businesses have been putting this down in homes and commercial operations, and it's going very well. Okay, so this is Genuine 5. This is, in terms of the durability, is the same as Avenue, the previous one there. So incredible scuff, scratch resistance, wear resistance as well, chemical and stain resistance. So that's great. That's what you want from a top tier 2-component finish. Again, ceramic, again, 2-component. This one is a 5, so this is the ultra matte one. So it's a little bit more costlier than Avenue itself, but that's simply because there is more in this bottle. Excuse me, in terms of matting agents. And it's not just a case of shoving more matting agents in to get the lower gloss rating. They have to actually chemically balance it so everything still works as it should on this one. So this is a really, really nice, soft sheen at the end of it. And one of the feedbacks that we're getting from contractors, from homeowners, is that none of the actual Arboritec finishes look high plastic. So they don't have a high plastic look to them. The feedback has been it doesn't look like it's just, cheap plastic that's on the floor. The Arboritec ones up until now have been fantastic. So yeah, Genuine 5 is in stock, and this is very, very good. Like I say, it's a very, very good 2-component finish, and you shouldn't have any problems with this. How the customer uses the floor, of course, it's always outside it's outside of your control, and it's outside of our control. But this product will do a very, very good job. Okay, so final one in the Arboritec range is Genuine Naked. So this is this is outside of Avenue and Genuine 5. This is a product in its own right. This is got to be the lowest sheen, invisible style, raw, pure, whatever lacquer in the market that we can find here in the UK. This is a 2% one. So that is mind-bogglingly low, that gloss rating. And when this is on the floor and you'll the cure time to happen, you'll be like, oh, that looks like it's got maybe a hard wax oil or something on it. It's that low. If anyone's used 2K hard wax oils, then you'll know that nice, soft look that the top has. And that's what Genuine and Naked gives you on that one. It's meant to give the appearance of there isn't a plastic coating there. So if the other ones behind me give that very low, non-plastic look, this truly gives the non-plastic look to the floor, but with incredible protection. You're still getting the same protection for the floors as you get with Avenue. So you're still getting that top tier scratch resistance, scuff resistance, wear and tear, stain, and chemical resistance as well, which is what you want. So the customer might have a hard time sometimes getting on board with the fact that that's top tier protection, but it is there. They're just not going to see it in that build, if you like, on the actual floor itself. So yeah, this one is a very, very competitive price for trade as well. If you have a trade account or don't have one, get in touch and we can set you up in about 2 minutes. And this product is fantastic. It's used in a few floors so far, including oak as well, and pine, and just looked incredible, really nice. So one thing to note as well about all the Arboritec lacquers is you can add a white or amber additive, which we have in stock. Okay, so I did forget to talk about Vibrant here. So this is sort of amber primer from Arboritec, again ceramic based, water based. This will warm up the actual wood itself, but primarily what we found this is fantastic for is to go on top of stains. So you've got a coloured stain, like an alcohol-based one, and then you put this on top, the colour pops and it stays, because water-based actual primers can, over time, almost the intensity of the colour can dull down a little bit with water-based straight on top, whereas this one will go on top, make that coloured stain more vibrant and hold that vibrancy for longer as well. So that is the Arboritec range, from the primers up to the 1Ks and 2K lacquers. So In the one case, I actually forgot to mention. So Flowtec, you're looking at about 5 to 7 days cure time. Classic Plus is sort of 5 days cure time, and all the two component finishes are 72 hours full cure. So that's not just usability, that's full cure, because there is a difference between usability and actual full cure itself. If you forget the information on this video, or you don't have it to hand and you've got the product and you're thinking, oh, doesn't matter what the product is, what the brand is, you're thinking, what's the cure time on this? I'll look at the data sheet. And in general, it'll either say what the full cure is on any data sheet, or it'll actually say when you can actually care for that floor. And that's mainly about cleaning the floor. So whatever the time for cleaning the floor is, that's probably the latest it'll actually cure. If it doesn't say full cure time, we have seen tech sheets where there is not a full cure time, it's just a cleaning time. And the cleaning time, well, that's going to give you more information than anything else. So I want to be very clear in that. There is a difference there between the dry times as well, which is normally 3 to 4 hours, can be less. The usability time, which can range from sort of, you're talking 12 hours to 24 hours, depending on the product, and cure times. Those are three different things, which seems to get a bit blurred sometimes across the industry. But there is a difference there. So you never want to be telling your client that something's fully cured when it's not either. You just, in case any damage happens, and you're going to have a little bit of an argument there over who's in the wrong, especially in commercial operations as well. So you just want to be fully informed on that. But I know this is the Arboritec range. Now, if you want to talk on the phone to us about the Arboritec range, that's absolutely fine. We can give you a phone. You just get in touch with your number, and we can arrange a time and run through things, including your specific trade pricing as well. And our website, when you create a trade account, that's it. You get your trade prices when you log in. And if a member of the public, for example, a homeowner, is checking out the products, they will see the retail price and not the trade price as well, which is